Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing a little MLB The Show 19, and it's a Minnesota Twins franchise. By the way, there will be this episode and then one other episode of MLB The Show 19, and then we transition into MLB The Show 20 in this Minnesota Twins franchise. We are taking on the Texas Rangers here. We're in April, and we only played one game in March. We won it. We're 3-4 in April. We're 4-4 overall. And this is game number 9 against the Texas Rangers, who are 7-4, and we host them at Target Field. Yu Darvish, the starting pitcher of game number 1 for the Rangers. His first start of the season did not go all that well. Lasted 1 inning with an ERA of 9. Kyle Gibson, in his first start, also did not last very long, as his ERA is 12.27. All right, let's get into this one. Wilmer Flores batting .394 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. With runners on first and second in the second inning and 1 out, he's going to deliver a base hit into right center field. And that's going to drive in the game's first run. So we jump out to a 1-0 lead. And Wilmer Flores leaves runners on the corners for Francisco Cervelli. And Cervelli lifts this one to left. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder. 1 run will jog home. It's 2-0 now. Twins with the lead at the end of the second inning. This is game number 1 of a 4-game series. And we go to the 4th inning of it. Nomar Mazara, .289 hitter in 2020. Facing Kyle Gibson here with 2 outs. And Gibson gets him looking. So Gibson off to a better start here through 4 innings than he did in his first appearance, where he only lasted like 3 innings. If even that, I want to say it was like 2 2/3 or something like that. Nolan Arenado now, batting .263 on the season. With a runner on first in the 5th inning and an 0-2 count, Arenado swings and misses. And he chased that one out of the strike zone. Slider down and away, trying to do a little too much. End of the 5th, it's still 2-0 Minnesota. Yu Darvish starting to get in a little bit of a groove. Here's Vinny Varquette now. We dubbed him Big Sexy in our first season. And this is a ground ball to short. Flores on to Jace Peterson, and the relay to first is dropped. So a run comes in to score. That would have got us out of the inning if we could have completed the double play. So it's 2-1. And here is Nomar Mazara again. 1 home run on the season, 4 runs driven in. And he swings and misses over the top of an off-speed pitch. So Kyle Gibson gives up the 1 run on, they don't give it an error because they did get the out at second base. So it's an earned run. And it is 2-1. Chasen Shreve later in the game coming in to face Brian McCann. And McCann swings and misses. Chasen Shreve gets the strikeout in the 7th inning. It's still 2-1. Twins with the lead. We go to the 9th inning. Guys, I cannot wait to get MLB The Show 20 videos coming out. Played a few games already of this Twins franchise in MLB The Show 20, and I'm loving it. Here is Joey Gallo facing Kevin Seagerst, and the big sweeping curveball gets Joey Gallo to strike out. So there's 2 down in the 9th inning. It's a 2-1 game. Kevin Seagerst looking for the save. Has 1 more out to get. And he's going to face Rougned Odor, I believe, with Richie Allen on deck. It's a 3-2 count to Rougned Odor. And Odor looks at strike 3 on the outside corner. So we get the win in the first game of this 4-game series and improved to 5-4. We are right in the middle of the AL Central with the White Sox and the Tigers ahead of us. White Sox are 6-2, Tigers are 6-3. The Royals are 5-5, they're behind us, and the Indians are 2-7, they're right behind us. Cervelli was 2 for 3, Calero 2 for 3, Wilmer Flores 1 for 3 with an RBI for us. Kyle Gibson gets the W. He goes 6 1/3. All right, game number 10 of the season, second game of this 4-game series. Trying to put some separation between us and the 500 mark. And we face Cole Hamels, a 3.86 ERA, went 7 innings in his first appearance. And Chad Bettis, who went 5 innings and has a 1.80 ERA. but did not get a decision in his first start, will take the hill for us. Third inning, Miguel Sano. He is batting just 100, but he's got 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. And he's actually starting to come around a little bit as you see him drive this one to left, and that one is gone. Miguel Sano with a Sano doubter 410 feet down the left field line. It's a solo shot, puts the Twins up 1-0 at the end of the third. We go to the fourth. Richie Allen, the DH tonight for the Rangers. 256 hitter with 1 home run on the year. Runner on first, and he's going to drive this one deep to right. That one's headed back of the wall, and that one is gone. A 2-run home run for the Rangers off of Chad Bettis. And Texas takes the lead 2-1 in the fourth. Off the bat of Richie Allen, the DH. Fifth inning now. Will Myers, former Twin. 0 for 2 on the day, 319 hitter with 2 home runs on the season. And he's going to drive this one the opposite way, and it is headed towards the bullpen, and it's going to get there. Actually, over the bullpen. Will Myers showing some power going the opposite field. He had a few of those for us. Didn't have an overly successful time with Minnesota. He did get us to the playoffs, though, back in year number 3. He was part of that playoff team that went to the ALCS and lost to the Red Sox. All right, we bring in Cole Stewart now to face Vinny Varquette. It's 4-1 Texas. And Vinny Varquette, ground ball left side. Nolan Arenado doing what Nolan Arenado does. Arenado with the diving play to his right. And we go to the bottom of the inning with Mario Calero. Runners on the corners. And Calero drives this one deep down the right field line. That one is going to be off of the wall. 1 run will score. Cut the lead in half. Here's Calero, and he's going to be gunned down trying to get to second. And that will stop the Twins' rally right there. 4-2, Minnesota. Eddie Rosario now. And he hits it right back up the middle off the pitcher. And he makes it to first, so another run does come in to score. Cole Hamels is okay. He'll go on. Eddie Rosario gets thrown out trying to steal second to end the inning, but it's 4-3. The Twins have cut into the lead. Here's Keone Kela facing Herbert De La Rosa. De La Rosa, 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Runners on the corners. Score is 4-3, and we're going to do a squeeze play, which we have never done in this series. And the squeeze play works to perfection. And at the end of the 6th, we're all tied up at 4. That is, believe it or not, we are in year number 5 of this franchise, playing all 162 games in pretty much every season. And that is our first time we have attempted a squeeze play. And it worked. 4-4. 8th inning. Here's a drive to right field. Runner at second with 2 outs. That one's going to get high enough up on the wall that we can't do anything about it. And that's going to drive in a run. Runner moving at the sound of the bat with 2 outs. And the relay to third. It is a triple for Nick Williams, who the Rangers picked up from the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's a former Yankee now, Didi Gregorius. And he grounds it up the middle. Another run's going to come in for the Rangers. It is 6-4 now. Texas with the lead in the 8th. They go on to win by that count. So the 4-game series is all evened up at 1 game apiece. Miguel Sano went 3 for 4 with a home run and an RBI, scored 2 runs. So he might be getting out of his little hitting slump. Delino DeShields Jr., 1 for 3. Mario Calero, 1 for 3 with an RBI. And backup catcher Carlos Paulino, 2 for 4 on the day for us. All right, game number 11. 3rd game of this 4-game series. We're sitting at 5-5. The Rangers at 8-5. And we get a 10-3 win. Tons of offense in this one from our Twins. Wilmer Flores, 2 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. Delino DeShields Jr., 2 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. Miguel Sano, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Wilmer Flores was the player of the game, 2 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. All right, so we go to the final game of this 4-game series, game number 12 on the season. We're sitting at 6-5. They are 8-6. Javi Vizcaíno, a new acquisition by the Rangers coming over from the Miami Marlins, will face Jose Barrios. And Barrios making start number 3. His second one was cut short by a rain delay. And this is his third start facing former teammate here, Will Myers. Myers 4 for 13 in this series with the Twins in his former stomping grounds at Target Field. Here's a drive to left field, and that is going to be the second home run of this series for Will Myers. This one is just a solo shot, and it gets the Rangers on the board first. They lead it 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Miguel Sano, he is 6 for 16 in his last 4 games. That brings his average up to 170. He's going to drive this one to right field. Runner on first is Byron Buxton. And Buxton's already almost a third by the time that hits the wall, and he's going to score without a play. And the throw comes into second. It's an RBI double for Miguel Sano. And we're all tied up at 1 apiece. The end of the first. Let's skip ahead now to inning number 4. Final game of this 4-game series. Bases loaded for Richie Allen in the 4th. With 1 out, still facing Jose Barrios. And Allen's going to drive this one to left. And it is caught there by Delino DeShields Jr. Runner tagging from third is going to come home and score. And that puts the Rangers up 2-1. Same inning now. Brian McCann at the plate. And McCann's going to split the gap in right center. That one's got a chance. And it's off the very top of the wall. 1 run will score. Another one is heading home from third, and he's going to score also as the throw pulls the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, off of home plate. 4-1 Rangers, middle of the 4th. We go to the 6th inning. Rougned Odor at the plate. 1 for 2 on the day, 327. Pair of home runs on the season. He's going to get this one down the left field line. It's going to send Delino DeShields back into the corner. He'll play it off 1 hop off the wall. And it drives in another run. And Odor is in with an RBI double. 5-1 now, Texas. Middle of the 6th. We go to the 7th inning. Trevor May out of the bullpen. Making appearance number 5 to face Didi Gregorius with nobody out and a runner on third. And Didi Gregorius is going to lift this one to right field. That one's got a chance. That one is back at the track of the wall. And it is out of here. Didi Gregorius with a 2-run home run, and the Rangers have blown the gates wide open on this one. Texas is a dangerous team in the AL West. Look out for them this year. They strengthened their pitching. They strengthened their lineup. As you see, Raimel Tapia drive one to right field, and that one is going to be gone. In the bottom of the 8th, that cuts into the Rangers' lead. 7-3. We're hoping to be a challenger in the AL Central. We feel like we're a much better team than we were last year. Rangers go on to win this one. We split the 4-game series 2 games apiece, and we sit at 6-6, right in the middle of the AL Central. All right, we're pretty early in the season, so we're going to skip taking a look at the standings for this episode. Hopefully we'll take a look at them in the next episode so we can get our bearings, but at least you can see where we are at in the AL Central here in the early going. All right, that's games 9 through 12. We'll do one more episode of MLB The Show 19, and then we'll transition to MLB The Show 20 here on Minnesota Twins Franchise on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.